Aloha, welcome to the KTA Kitchen. My name is Chef Leanne Wong from Cocoa Head Cafe, and today I'm going to show you how to make fried poke rice rolls. This is a great recipe. We all know that poke is a signature dish of Hawaii. We love to eat the poke, but what do you do with all that poke you have left over, if you have any left over, the next day? I like to make poke rice rolls. I think it's a great, fun way to serve it up. It's different, it's fresh, it's delicious, and really, really simple to do. So I'm going to show you how. You want to start with your ingredients. Of course, you want to start with a poke of your choice. Any poke will work, whether it's a spicy poke, a shoyu poke, this is a ahi limu poke, any type of poke will be fine. The next things you want to have are your poke dredge. So we have some mochika rice flour, a little bit of cornstarch, and some furikake rice seasoning. So I'm going to combine all these ingredients in a bowl together. Cornstarch, rice flour, and then my furikake. Okay. I'm just going to give that a quick stir till it's well mixed. And this is going to be your poke dredge. Now again, it doesn't have to be ahi poke, it can be mahi poke, salmon poke, any type of poke that you'd like. The idea is to find a new and tasty, inventive way to use up all that poke that you've left over in your fridge. And I'm going to take my ahi, and I'm just going to add it in small pieces, not all at once, but in small pieces to the dredge and toss it around, okay? You want to make sure all sides of your poke get coated. Makes a nice little coating, okay? Whenever you're frying, it's really, really important that you watch your oil temperature. In order to properly fry, the temperature on the oil should be around 350 degrees. Anything lower, you're going to end up with a slightly soggy, greasy poke. So you want to make sure that your oil temp is always going to be up between 350 and 375 degrees. So now all my poke is coated. Very carefully, I'm going to drop my poke into my oil. Be careful, whenever you're dropping food into oil, you don't want to throw it. I'm going to take it out, and you can see that the poke has a beautiful, nice crust on it. I can see that furikake seasoning. Almost got this kind of like this little crust, almost like fried chicken. So next we're going to make our spicy mayonnaise. This is going to be the dressing for your fried poke. It's very, very simple. You want to start with about a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. You can use any brand mayonnaise. I prefer Japanese mayonnaise. I think it's super tasty. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon of sesame oil to this. And we're going to add a tablespoon of sriracha sauce. That well-known hot sauce. And you can add more if you like it spicier, or a little bit less if you want it a little bit more mild. And I'm just going to whisk that together until it's nice and smooth. You get this beautiful bright orange color with the mayonnaise. If you want, optionally, and this is something that I like to do, is I have some masago or tobiko, which is just little fish eggs. I'm going to add a little bit of that masago to that, and that adds this really nice like textural pop. And now it's time to assemble our fried poke rice roll. So I'm starting with rice paper. Rice paper is wonderful, it's great. You see it in a lot of Vietnamese and Thai cooking. You can find this in your Asian aisle at the grocery store, at your KTA Super Store. And you just take a sheet, and I have a pan of just like lukewarm water here. I'm going to soak the sheet of rice paper for about maybe 10-15 seconds. These rehydrate very, very quickly. All right, so it's soaking. I'm going to pull it out. It's still a little bit stiff. And I have my cutting board covered with a damp towel, okay? So you want to make sure that this is a nice lint-free towel. It's lightly damp. Again, the sheet is going to continue to hydrate as it sits there. And I have some beautiful local lettuce. Start with my lettuce leaf here, okay? And we're just going to take a little bit of our spicy mayonnaise and spoon it right onto that lettuce leaf. I have some julienne cucumbers, pinch of julienne cucumbers, and now I'm gonna take my poke, a couple pieces of fried poke, put them right in there. So we're essentially making almost like a summer roll. Except filling it with fried poke instead of pork and shrimp. Okay, perfect. So you want to put about, maybe a couple tablespoons of fried poke in here. And now's the tricky part. So now you have to concentrate. Now you make the roll. So you take the back end of the wrapper. I take the back end and very carefully and very gently, because the rice paper is very delicate, fold it up and over the poke and the filling, okay? I'm gonna fold in the sides, almost like I'm making an egg roll, just like that. And then very carefully just roll up the rest of my roll. And that's it. To serve these, it's really simple. You can serve them whole. I like to cut them in half on the bias, so I take my knife and I'm just gonna cut them in half, just on the diagonal like that. And you look inside, you can see that lettuce, that fried poke, that beautiful creamy spicy mayonnaise. And to garnish, I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that fish roe, spoon it right on top. Okay. Gives it that extra pop of color and flavor. Again, we love fish roe. We're here in Hawaii. There's such amazing seafood here. And this is just a great way, again, to use up leftover old poke, okay? So this is your fresh poke. This is your fried poke roll. Thank you for joining me at the KTA Kitchens. For this recipe and more, visit www.ktasuperstores.com/recipes. My name is Chef Leanne Wong. Aloha, and I'll see you soon.